Nagamaru.
Welcome back to a Junkman Nooner, kind of an audio, sorry about the squeaky chair, audio Nooner here. Let you look at some pictures while I do a little talking here. To talk about Star Wars Kenner vintage playsets. Now I'm going to mention one of the first ones I had and one of my favorites. Last week we talked about the Death Star. Of course that was one of my favorites, but there was more. And I'm curious what your favorite playset was besides the Death Star. And do you count the Falcon as a playset or just a vehicle? Because it's a little bit of both. You can put them in the cockpit, fly them around, but it has that play area in the back. So I see that as a combination between both of them. You know, it's different than the X-Wing or the TIE Fighter. I wouldn't call them a playset. I would call them a ship. But there's a few of them back and forth. But what's my favorite one, not counting the Death Star, of course? And that would be, as a kid, my go-to one, maybe at times even more than the Death Star. And that was the Cantina Playset. That's right, the bar playset, as I called it. I would just call it a bar because I was a dumb little kid. I didn't know what a cantina was. I thought it was something you took out in the desert, filled with water when you got really hot and had to drink water. But I can remember getting this playset. Well, my brother had it. I remember having this playset, not getting it. I remember my brother had it, and it, you know, like I said, we share the toys. We never fought about who plays with what. But a lot of times we kept it over at my grandparents' house. A lot of times I was there by myself, especially like, you know, he was older than me, so he got to stay home by himself. Or if I was out of school or something, I'd be in there playing with that Cantina playset. I love this playset. It doesn't get enough love. I know everyone goes straight to the Death Star, but it's got to be number 2 best playset in the vintage Star Wars Kenner line, right? Come on, am I right? Let me know. Am I right? First, let's just start with the base. So let's just start at the front of it. The swinging bar doors. How awesome was that? It has a little button, so when you put the figure up to the door, the rubber bands would release and the doors swing open. You know, like those doors in bars you see in the Westerns. This was a Western playset. Now, I know it got retooled into a Western playset, but the whole Cantina scene in Star Wars is a Western scene. That's what one thing we all love about Star Wars. It takes from a bunch of other movies that we love. But I love that. I love putting stuff. I used to get 3PO and put him on the outside of the door, or maybe it was inside the door. I can't remember. Put him by the door and let somebody step on that button and knock his ass over. I used to love doing that. I don't know why I always did it with 3PO. I don't know if 3PO fell over easy or why I did that. Okay, then. So we moved through the door and we got the bar scene. We got the bar where they sit. The bar. I don't know. I'm trying to think of another word for it. That's what it is. A bar. Doesn't have any chairs. That's okay. My legs didn't. The figure legs didn't bend, so that's okay. You stand them up by the bar. They had little peg holders, of course, where you could put them in the little peg so they stand up good. Sometimes you just stand them up by the bar, but they also had a little lever. Put it on the peg, and then move the lever. It would cause another little power on the playset to pop up and knock a figure over. So you could make it look like it's knocking. You can have Obi-Wan with his saber out, move that little lever, and it looked like he hits Walrus Man with his saber or something. I used to love just putting figures on there. I would just get a box. I would just get I've talked about before, I had all my figures in a pony shoebox. I can remember just sitting up each figure on that little peg and letting somebody knock him down. I put one person on the lever peg, or sometimes wouldn't even be a figure on the lever peg. I just do the lever peg. Now my problem with this lever is you sometimes put a figure on that little lever thing, and the figure would fall. If the figure wasn't on a peg, you had to hover. His foot was over the lever part that would pop up. You guys that know the playset, I don't know if I'm explaining this well, but when you try to pull that lever, it would cause the whole the playset to shake, and your figure would fall over. So a lot of times you didn't really get the knockover feel because you end up knocking it over anyway yourself, and every other figure you had standing up that wasn't on a peg. But the bartender area had a little peg hole in the back. We didn't have a bartender. Kenner, why didn't you put a bartender? I don't know why they didn't do a bar. They should have, even if it wasn't the bartender from a movie, if they thought, oh, this old fat human guy's not going to sell well, they should have threw an alien in and made him part of the, called him a bartender or something. They could have used their imagination or gave us a Aunt B. And not Aunt B. That's not Aunt B. What am I talking about? B. Arthur. Beatrice Arthur, as the holiday special says. Okay, well, man, back behind the bar was the cardboard backdrop. It had the alien members of the cantina, and it just made you feel like you were inside the canteen. It did, made you feel like you were right at home at the canteen. Now over on the other side was the little bar area, a little seating area where Han Solo would sit, and Greedo could shoot him there. They had the lever and the peg thing there also. You put one on one side of the little table and one on the other. The table was a little low, let's be honest. The table was a little low because I know in the movie they're sitting at it, and I guess that's what they're going for, but being that the figures don't sit, they should have raised that a little higher so to come up to at least waist level, because now you put them there and it comes up to maybe their knees, I think. So it looks a little odd, but still it was a lot of fun. And then you had a little dance area. I always called it the dance area. I don't know. With little steps. You had little steps, has a peg holes there. Put little figures there also. Now the PlayStation, what I keep saying PlayStation. The Playset really doesn't do a lot. It's got the levers that knock over. It's got the swinging door, but that's about it. I mean, there's no electronic sounds. There's no trap doors, and unless you count the swinging door, the trap door. But it was a lot of fun. And I remember I had this sheet. It was a brown sheet from a bed or something. It was almost, not exactly, almost the same color as the playset, that tan. And I could sit it there, and that would give me that would expand my whole play area to where I had in my mind a bigger cantina, and just at this end of the cantina where the bar was. So I would stand up on my figures all over the carpet, not carpet, the sheet I had down, giving a little bit more area to play. And then if they wanted to walk up those little steps and go get a beer, they could. This playset was just a lot of fun. It was small, it was easy to grab and play with. You know, the Death Star, fun and everything, but if you're just playing, you know you're not gonna play long, or you gotta get that Death Star out. There's a lot of stuff. You gotta set your mind up. You know, you get that Death Star out, you gotta sit in your mind. I'm playing with Star Wars for the next hour. That little cantina, you pull it out, get you about 4 figures, not even that many. You can have yourself a little adventure while your mom cooks dinner or something. So it's a lot of fun. But I really love this playset. Now, this one didn't come with the blue snaggletooth, red snaggletooth. It didn't come with any figures. People get it mixed up sometime with the Creature Adventure set, which is the Mos Eisley, the backdrop on the outside of Mos Eisley. I didn't even know about this thing. Now, I remember as a kid, we had a blue snaggletooth, but I don't think we ever had that playset. So we must just, you could get the blue snaggletooth if you order figures from Sears. It would come in a mailer. That must be how we got it, because I'll have to ask my brother, because I really don't remember having that playset. I don't remember that thing at all. But maybe I just misremembered it. Maybe it was cardboard, it didn't last for long, got trashed. But it would be interesting to have that and right next to the cantina where you're playing. I think that'd be kind of neat. But let me know what you think about the Creature Cantina playset. Did you like it? Did you hate it? Did you think, man, this is silly? I don't like those swinging doors. And I tell you, that rubber band pops. I got mine back here. You see it in the room. The rubber band's gone off the top of it, and I can't never get them doors to swing open anymore. I'm just not that talented. Believe me, you can tell me go watch Blake's video or this guy's video or this website. I've tried to do all that. I can't get a rubber band. I gave up. Anyway, let me know what you think about the Cantina playset. This is Junkman Nooner. Don't forget, we can now got a 3 a.m. video we're doing this week. Junkman Reacts videos where I'm watching other people's videos and reacting to them. We got Echo Base today. Yesterday we had the Game Chasers, and I don't know who's next, but we'll see. Anyway, let me know. We'll be back later with a longer video. Thanks for listening.
Hey, Junkman channel popping though.
Thank you, sir, for that unsolicited testimony.